White House release published Thursday, June 12, 2025. Fact sheet: President Donald J. Trump stops the green agenda in the Columbia River Basin. Today, President Donald J. Trump signed a presidential memorandum revoking an executive action from the previous administration that focused on, quote, equitable treatment for fish in the Columbia River Basin. This action cancels the Biden administration's memorandum called Restoring Healthy and Abundant Salmon, Steelhead, and Other Native Fish Populations in the Columbia River Basin. The Trump administration states that the previous policy put climate change concerns ahead of reliable energy resources for the nation. The new memorandum directs the Secretary of Energy, Secretary of the Interior, Secretary of Commerce, and the Assistant Secretary of the Army for Civil Works to withdraw from agreements related to the Biden-era policy. This includes ending participation in a Memorandum of Understanding, signed on December 14, 2023, which was connected to ongoing litigation. These agencies will now work with the Council on Environmental Quality to review and revise environmental review processes. The goal is to save federal funds and withdraw from previous commitments. President Trump's administration says it is prioritizing American energy infrastructure and natural resource use to lower living costs for Americans. The statement notes that while wildlife populations in the Columbia River Basin are important, advancing energy creation is a key benefit for the public. According to the release, the previous MOU required millions in federal spending and imposed strict requirements on dam operations along the lower Snake River. The Trump administration argues that breaching these dams would have reduced water supply for farmers, eliminated shipping channels, harmed agriculture, increased energy costs, and removed recreational opportunities. The statement also says that removing these dams would have cut over 3,000 megawatts of reliable hydroelectric power, enough to supply 2.5 million homes. President Trump's administration emphasizes its commitment to ending what it calls misplaced priorities of the previous administration and protecting American livelihoods. The release states that environmental quality and economic growth can go hand in hand. President Trump has signed executive orders to support clean coal and grid stability, aiming to protect jobs and strengthen U.S. energy dominance. On his first day in office, President Trump declared a national energy emergency to boost domestic energy production and lower costs for Americans. The administration says its approach to environmental conservation allows Americans to use the nation's natural resources fully. President Trump also reversed regulations that limited Alaska's ability to develop its resources, supporting economic growth and security for the nation. Thanks for listening. The full source material for this summary is in the description below.